Yes, here we are back at Devon Nissan, 459 West Lancaster Avenue in the great township of Devon, Pennsylvania. I want to start off by again thanking everybody out there for the month of July. Again, to Greg, your team, congratulations. Again, we had one heck of an offer, and again, you people responded very nicely. We had what we call the stimulus package that was offered to us, and we passed it on to you in the form of every car that you purchased, brand new car that is. You got a $5,000 check from us to you to do whatever you wanted with. Pay down your bills, do anything you wanted with. So again, it worked better than I thought it would, because keep in mind, it was only for the last weekend of July. So it was for that last week, and it worked better than I even anticipated. It helped us move a lot of inventory out. It helped you folks buy a car for a lot less money than you normally would spend. There is a shortage of cars right now. Most dealers have a very limited inventory. We've been very blessed here. I've got still a good sizable inventory. There's nothing that I can't get you in the way of an automobile. I'm just going to continue for this month here, August, my pricing the way it is. I'm not looking to take advantage of a situation where there's lack of cars, you're going to have to pay more. I'm going to continue on my path. I only know one way to sell cars, and that's as cheap as I can get them to you for as best price as I can do, whether it be a payment or a price. So with that, again, thank you, and thank you for your business. I appreciate it. My family appreciates it. My employees appreciate it. We're still working here. We're still feeding the families, and it's all due to you folks responding to these ads, coming in, counting on myself and my team to make sure you got a great experience. And I would dare anybody to go to my Google reviews. My Google reviews speak for themselves. I'm very proud of what the team does. Customers love us. We're going to continue on. So with that, let's get on with the show. We've got a lot of great offers again for August. As they say around, it's called the dog days of August.
It's the dog days of August, Steve. Okay. But not here at the all-new Devon Nissan.
Not the
Things are heating up.
These ain't the dog days. The only thing heating up here, besides outside being at 90 to 100 degrees, is we've got the deals that are heating up also. But again, thank you. And from my family to your family, may God bless. So let's get started with the show. We got some action going, we got some deals, and let's get everybody through what we call financial freedom. And again, as you know, we don't care about the credit. Your score does not any way, shape, or form give me any idea on who you the person are. I don't care if you're a 450, I don't care if you're a 750. Everybody here gets treated the same. Your business is important to me. There's always a bank that I can find, no matter if you're a 450, 380, 520, 750. I've got banks for everybody. And the banks for August, I just had a conference call yesterday with 5 of my major lenders, and they said the button is still green.
Hey, what does that mean, Steve, to the folks at home? What does that mean, the button's green?
Well, what they said is we got to go.
Hey,
right now, they're borrowing money for cheap as they've ever borrowed it. What they call the federals, have not raised the interest rate, which in return, what does that do for you, the consumer? That keeps your rate low. Okay, it's easier for the bank to lend money. When the bank buys the money for this and they lend it out for a margin, it's easier for them to say yes to the deal. It's when they have to pay more for the money, they got to be very careful, because everybody works on margins. I work on margins. That's how we that's how we pay people.
Yeah.
I've got to make money on a car. Anybody tells you they're not making money on a car, run. We all got to make money on a car, but we don't have to make that on a car. We can take that and still live.
Thin margins.
Thin margins. I'm willing to take the thinner margin, because keep in mind, from my prior dealership, I was on 6 acres, 52,000 square feet, 134 employees. We've now got 40 employees, 38 to 40. I'm on 2 acres of land, with a 26 to 28,000 square foot building. My expenses are as low as any dealership in the city of Philadelphia and the surrounding suburbs. So the less overhead I have, the thinner the margin I can work to give you the better deal. The bigger dealerships have to pay bigger rent factors, bigger lots, have to make more money per car. I don't have to. So my message to you is, you come in, give me an opportunity, it's all about the deal, okay? Don't ever lose sight, it's the deal that we make for you. If you've got a certain payment in mind, that's where I've got to make sure I come within, okay? Now sometimes when we come in, they want to be at $300 a month, and we go out at $320, but there's times too we do $280.
Yeah.
So it depends, again, on how we work to deal with the bank and what car we pick out. But I'm going to tell you now, August, we got the boxing gloves on. I'm ready to...
The dogs are not out here at the all-new Devon Nissan.
The dogs are not out here at the all-new Nissan. So we've got the deals. I've got banks on board. And again, as of, they give me a commitment till the end of August. And it's a month by month. Let's face it, watching the news, we don't know what's going on or where everything else. Everything up here in the state, though, I got to give, hey, you people, and again, I congratulate you folks out there, the governor, we're still in a green situation. I've looked across the country, and we're sitting over here, our little state of Pennsylvania, sitting over here in great shape.
Even neighboring New Jersey's in pretty good shape.
Yeah, and that's where you live.
Yeah.
So Jersey's pretty good.
Yeah.
Delaware, I think, is pretty good too.
Yeah, they're improving.
All right. My kids are in the South, in Florida especially. That thing's hotter than a tomato. A lot of the South. So we're blessed up here. Let's take advantage of being blessed and make sure that we stay blessed, keep our masks on, make sure that we stay out of the groups that they're asking us to. I certainly don't want to go to be shut down again. I'm sure most of you don't want to be losing your jobs. We've just all most of us have gotten back to work for the most part from what I'm hearing. Let's keep it going in that direction. So be careful, be safe, and make sure you come to Devon Nissan for your next car purchase. And this is where you're going to get the deal. So let's get on with the deals, Greg. I'm going to let you head it off.
And speaking of deals, Steve, it all starts with the fact that it started with COVID-19 and it continues today as the pandemic continues, is the fact that people can connect directly with you. That in itself is a great way to start, because let's face it, everybody that watches this program, everybody's situation is different. Some people are looking for a payment situation. Some people are looking for trade amnesty to get out of a trade that they owe too much on, things like that. Other people are looking for a situation to push back the payments and different things like that. So it all starts with picking up the phone and calling directly to Steve right now at 484-323-7254. Now, when they pick up that phone and they call that number, Steve, 484-323-7254.
And it should be running on the bottom of the screen?
And it's on the bottom of the screen continuous, yes.
Right.
It's a great way to get the ball moving, and you want to hear from the folks, because during this time, you've learned a lot, haven't you?
I'm telling you, in the last 2 months maybe, that we've been having this phone blasting all over the TV. I've been doing it all over ABC. I've been doing it all over the radio stations. I've been doing it all over your show, Greg, or our show, with this station. This is Channel 4.
Channel 4
on your cable dial. I'm telling you now, the magnitude of calls, every month it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And again, I can't thank you and of course the Almighty. We've been blessed here on everything that we're doing, and I couldn't be more happier to be out here. I worked in the city of Philadelphia for quite a few years, singing the same type of song, deals, 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 deals. And I find out here, people are responding. Last month, for instance, or this month, I'm sorry, July, and it's just finished, we had 400, I think it was 440 calls.
Wow.
Now, it started out being like 180, then it went to 2-something, 300, and last month it topped off. So it's growing at 100 more calls per month.
Wow.
And I'm handling calls, so you know, if it goes to voicemail and I can't pick it up right away, I might be on a call with somebody else, or I might be just doing something and I couldn't get to my phone. We're going to call you back. Don't worry about it. Either myself or my partner, his name's Chris. One of us two will get back to you for sure. If you want to talk to me direct, you can. Chris picks up, say, I'd like to talk to Steve. I'll be more than happy to get on the phone with you. But between both of us, we're going to get the deal done. I promise you that. Give me a call. Give me a shot. We're going to get the deal done for you. I'll get you out of your trade no matter how much you owe, and that seems to be working the best. Out of all the calls I get, it's this trade amnesty is working, where people are upside down in their trade and they want to get out. I've got most of the banks that are on in my deal here work with us. They know my advertising. They know what we're trying to accomplish here. So they're helping. They're not saying this. They're a lot of times going like this and say, listen, if you can get me another $500 down, let's do the deal. If you can maybe get the payment down for the customer, take a little bit more off the price of the car. Whatever we can do, we're working together with the banks, with you, with us. Us three together are working to get this deal done for you and get you in another automobile, get you out of your old car, and let's face it, there's nothing like having a brand new car to make you feel good.
Oh, yeah. Now, Steve, when it comes to trade amnesty, what do you say to that deal?
I know, let's just do the deal. You've asked for it, I'm going to give it. It's the $5,000 stimulus package, ends this Saturday. I'm making your payments till 2021. Up to $10,000 off on a brand new Nissan. Rogues as low as $209 a month. And remember, we have credit amnesty, and don't forget, I'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Call me direct at 484-323-7254. All these offers end at the close of business on Saturday, and from my family to yours, may God bless.
You mentioned that at the very end of July, you rolled out something called the Devon Nissan Stimulus Package.
Yes.
Now, when I first heard those words, I was like, what? And then we talked about it, and I realized that was very huge. Now, you mentioned that it was a great response to that.
Yes.
We are into the dog days of August. However, we know here at the all-new Devon Nissan, we are not in the dog days. We are above that because we have things that are innovative and exciting. For example, the Devon Nissan Stimulus Package. Now, you kind of alluded to how great it was. The question I have for you is, as we start off the month of August, will the Devon Nissan $5,000 check to you stimulus package on a brand new Nissan, will that continue here, Steve, at Devon Nissan?
Well, when we finished up July, and because of the numerous phone calls on the stimulus package of people saying, is this for real? Do I get a check if I come down and buy a car? Do I get a check for $5,000? Yes, yes, and more yes. That was the conversations on the calls. That's why we had an increase in sales. That's why we had an increase in customers, increase in calls, increase in email leads. We had an increase across the board compared to last year. And let's face it, we're in a little different situation this year than we were last year.
You would have thought it would have been easier last year.
It's been the other way around because a lot of dealers, you just look at the stats on the car industry, there's no secret to it. The car business is off 20, 30%. And we're up that plus. So with all that being said, I called the manufacturer 2 days ago, and I said, before I start my August, and before I go out there and try to figure out what we're going to try to accomplish here, do I have your support to continue it for, I know you told me in July that there was a
one week window.
1 week window, Steve. Here's the shot. Use it. But because of the overwhelming response that we had, they told me, you're on to something.
Hey!
You're on to something, Steve. It's working. Let us contribute as best as we can with money, discounts, rebates, whatever it is. Let's put all that money together in a package, some from you, Steve, some from us. Let's put that money together in a package, and let's get that out to the consumer.
That's huge.
And let me tell you something, that $5,000 goes a long way, especially if you're still continually just collecting unemployment.
Yeah. Or if you've got a heavy trade, too.
And you got a heavy trade.
Yeah.
Again, I've talked about this story where we took and paid off some credit cards and reduced their payments by $450 a month, which was able to now say, hey, I can afford a little bit more car. Instead of getting this car, I can afford that car, which is the car of my dreams. And we went along. So there's a lot of different things we can do. But we can't do anything for you to sit at home and say, well, I think it's going to be this, I think it's going to be that. I need you to call me. The call is free. You call our number, we'll go through what you have and what you don't have. If we feel we can do something, we're going to bring you in. If we feel we can't do anything, we're not going to bring you in. I don't have all my salespeople back. We've got 4 or 5 salespeople. I usually run with 10 or 12. I can't afford to have you come in, drive all the way out here. It's been hot, as you all know, that the end of July, and it looks like starting off for August, it's going to be relatively hot also. To bring you all the way in, waste your time, which is very valuable, and get you here and spend 3 hours and we can't do anything. So give us a call. Let us decide whether we can or can't do anything based on what you're trying to accomplish. Okay?
But you do have a big track record of getting a lot of tough deals done.
Let me tell
big
you-
track
let me
record. A
tell
lot
you
of people don't realize that.
We work very, very, very hard on getting deals done. We've got at least an 80-something%, probably 83, 84% completion rate on getting the deal that you want done with a bank and getting you down the road in a new automobile. So I'm telling you, if I was to go to any one of the casinos and they told me if you go to that man's table, he loses 84% of the time,
You're going to that table.
I'm going to that table. If I know I'm going to win 84% of the time, that's the table I'm going to. So I'm telling you now, folks, get your chips. Give that number a call, 484-323-7254.
7254.
Call me direct, ask for Steve, and I'll bet you that when you put your chips on my table, I've got an 84% completion rate, and we're going to get you $5,000, and we're going to get into also some low monthly payment.
Yes, yes. I got to tell you, Steve, when it comes to the Devon Nissan stimulus package with any brand new Nissan, they all qualify, by the way. Every brand new Nissan, whether it's the smallest model or the largest model, they all qualify for the $5,000 Devon Nissan stimulus package. Steve, before we move on to the other offers, when it comes to the $5,000 check, the Devon Nissan stimulus package, what do you say to that?
Just do the deal. You've asked for it. I'm going to give it. It's the $5,000 stimulus package, ends this Saturday. I'm making your payments till 2021. Up to $10,000 off on a brand new Nissan. Rogues as low as $209 a month. And remember, we have credit amnesty. And don't forget, I'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Call me direct at 484-323-7254. All these offers end at the close of business on Saturday. And from my family to yours, may God bless.
We're going to talk right now not only about an offer, but a fantastic offer. That is the #1 selling Nissan Rogue. Now, a lot of guys might say, well, we'll give you an offer. It's the #1 selling car, so we'll put it out there, but it's not going to be really that great. Now, not here at the all-new Devon Nissan, because you've put together two offers. One offer on a Nissan Rogue Sport, and the other offer on a Nissan Rogue S. Both nice vehicles, #1 selling, and you've got some terrific offers on those.
Yeah, on the Sport, we're coming out at $209. And on the Rogue, these are both all-wheel drives. These are fully equipped. These aren't stripped automobiles, front-wheel drive, nothing in them. These are loaded-up automobiles at $209.
$209 on the Sport.
For 36 months.
Sport is $209.
On the equity purchase, the EPP program. And then we have $239?
Correct.
$239,
Correct.
okay. $239 on the Rogue S. All-wheel drive, loaded, loaded, loaded. Those two offers right there will be anything in the city. Shop around, tell me how you're going to beat those prices at $209 and $239. I dare you. And listen, if you get somebody to do less than that, first of all, I want to hear a call. Second of all, I want to hear.
And you've got his number. You've got his number. 484-323-7254.
And then I want to hear who it is, because I'll tell you that nobody in the city of Philadelphia can sell an automobile less expensive than I can. Because once I get somebody on the phone and they're challenging me, this is what I got. I need that car. I'm going to do what I can within reason. Okay? I'm not going to be crazy.
You don't want to lose a deal.
No, I don't want to lose a deal. I'm telling you, I'm competitive, and I'm competitive, as you can see. You folks have been watching my shows for a long time. I get a lot of people that tell me, I've been watching you for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, Steve, and they're finally coming in buying a car from us. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love when you people come in, and my job is to make sure that I get you in a car that fits your needs, that's safe for you and your family at the price that you want to pay. And again, it's credit. That's an excuse. We'll get you a car of your dreams. Forget about the credit. Again, your credit does not define who you are, the person. And that is my job, to talk to the bank and let the bank know this is what the problem was. When we do our interview with you, the client, we're going to find out all the answers to the questions, and we're going to call the bank on your behalf and say, this is what happened. We're going to get you approved. It's worth the drive. We're 30 minutes from downtown Philly.
Minutes from Jersey.
Minutes from Jersey, over
Delaware.
the bridges. Delaware, we're 30 minutes. You come out of Wilmington, Delaware, right down here.
Lehigh Valley, our friends.
Lehigh Valley. Allentown's only 45 minutes. I was up there the other day. Wonderful city, by the way, in Allentown. I was very, very impressed. One of the few times that I've been there. This time I went there and I kind of looked around a little bit. I'm telling you, Lehigh Valley, great people. We got people coming in from Reading, Lancaster, from Central PA.
Wow.
I'm telling you, your
They
show,
like that stimulus check, Steve.
and your show reaches, I'm going to tell you. And we're getting people, again, I think, how far is Atlantic City from here? An hour?
About an hour 45, depending on the route you
Hour
go.
and a
Yeah,
half?
depending on the route you go. Probably
Okay.
an hour 45,
We
maybe
got-
2 hours in the traffic
We
situation.
got a lot of people coming in from that whole shoreline area.
Yeah.
And so your show reaches up there. So I'm telling you, get here. There's nothing we can't do. Nissans, look at the ratings, great product. Nissan, the manufacturer, prices these automobiles to sell. They don't want them staying on the shelf. We've got to turn this inventory. We've got 21s on their way in here in another couple months. They're starting already to build the 21s. We're going to get a full load of them. I got to get rid of these 20s. Whatever I got to do, you make me an offer of what you want to do. If I can do it, it's going to be done. You've asked for it, I'm going to give it. It's the $5,000 stimulus package, ends this Saturday. I'm making your payments till 2021. Up to $10,000 off on a brand new Nissan. Rogues as low as $209 a month. And remember, we have credit amnesty, and don't forget, I'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Call me direct at 484-323-7254. All these offers end at the close of business on Saturday, and from my family to yours, may God bless.
If you are looking for a pre-owned automobile, you have really hit the button with this one. A lot of folks right now have been through some challenging times and maybe just getting back to work. They need a little opportunity to get rolling again. You're very well aware of that. You've mentioned that on this program. You've mentioned it when you talk to folks. That's why you have come out with a program where you are going to be making the car payments for folks until 2021. Now, that program, Steve, has gotten many, many people down the road did not expect to get down the road.
Let me tell you
Tell me
something.
more. Tell me
I'm
more.
telling you, think about this a minute, all right? People are getting back to work now, okay, good. But think about just getting back to work. There's probably a lot of things you got to get caught up on.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be some bills that are behind. There's going to be some stuff
Stack of them.
You don't need a car payment in your life. So if I can make the next 6 car payments for you and put you somewhere into 2021, not having to make a payment,
That's a great start.
I said that's huge. That's absolutely huge. So you've got that offer. Again, let's go through them. You got a 209 Rogue Sport.
Terrific.
You got a 239 Rogue S, all-wheel drive, and an all-wheel drive Sport. Both of them all-wheel drive, loaded, fully equipped, not stripped. Then you got a $5,000 stimulus package. If you don't like any of the above, take the $5,000, buy a car, and go home. All right? Pay your own bills. Also, as Greg alluded to, we'll make your next 6 payments. You walk in here, you got 72 months, let's call it. You got 60 months, 66 months. Let's use 6. You got a 66-month payment plan. Then when you walk out of here, only have 60 months.
This is not a deferral. Not a deferral.
We don't defer the payment. We make your next 6 payments. So that if your payments are $300 a month, that's $1,800 you can take right off the price because I'm making them first payments for you.
Wave bye to it.
Okay? No matter what those payments are, don't be afraid. We'll handle a lot of it. Let me know. Just come on in. We got 6 payments that'll put you into 2021, okay? And stay tuned because we still got some other things. Go to my website. Look at my offers, all right? JustDoTheDeal.com.
You got terrific offers.
All right?
Terrific offers.
DevonNissan.com. You get there many different ways, okay? Put in the largest Nissan dealer in the Philadelphia Metro. We'll be number 2. We'll be number 1. We'll be
Number
number
1.
I don't want to take away the spot from the number 1 guy.
Steve, when it comes to the great deals between now and the close of business Saturday, what do you say to those offers here at the all-new Devon Nissan?
Let's go, folks. We're back on again. Let's get this party going. Just do the deal. You've asked for it. I'm going to give it. It's the $5,000 stimulus package, ends this Saturday. I'm making your payments till 2021. Up to $10,000 off on a brand new Nissan. Rogues as low as $209 a month. And remember, we have credit amnesty, and don't forget, I'll pay off your trade no matter how much you owe. Call me direct at 484-323-7254. All these offers end at the close of business on Saturday, and from my family to yours, may God bless.
Steve, one of the big phone calls I imagine you get is from, John Doe or Susie Q saying, Steve, I'm watching you, and I love the idea that I can pick up the phone and give you a call at 484-323-7254. But then they get you on the phone, and they're probably saying something to you like this: Steve, I've been to this place, or I've talked to that place, and they pretty much told me, don't bother to come in because I can't help you, and nobody else can. Maybe the reason is your credit score is a little on the lower side. Maybe it's in the 4s, maybe the high 3s. Or maybe you have a really tough trade situation where you have way too much owed on your trade, not enough equity. Steve, those people that have been told no somewhere else, or told we can't help you and nobody can, do you still want to talk to them, Steve, on the phone? Do you want them to still call you at that number?
Here's what I don't want you to fall into, and it happens. And trust me, I know. I've been doing this 40-something years. You call around, and I see it all the time. Somebody comes in, they went to 4 different dealers, and all 4 dealers said the same thing. I need $5,000 to $7,000 down. Here's why they need $5,000 to $7,000 down. It's very, very simple. They need to make a margin. Without that 5 to 7, the bank said they're going to finance this. In order for them to make money, they said, well, I need to sell it for that. So they need a 5, 6, 7,000. I can take away a lot of that pain. So before you make the mistake of calling everybody around and, again, pulling your credit here and pulling your credit there, give me an opportunity to give you the straight scoop. The one thing you will get from me, you're going to get the straight information, straight from the hip. Most of the time, 84% of the time it's good, but there is that 16%. That's fine, all right? But we're going to do it in a good fashion. We're going to be on the phone. We're going to go through it with you, and you're going to completely understand it. If you're flexible, we're flexible, the bank's flexible. 3 flexible people, we're going to put a deal together for you. Give me a call. We're going to get the deal done for you. Don't worry about it. And listen, if not anything else, you buy an automobile, you get $5,000. You buy an automobile, you get your payments till 2021. You get a 209 Rogue Sport. You get a 239 Rogue S. Come on, folks.
Up to $10,000 off a new Nissan, too.
Yeah, you got $10,000 off certain Nissans. Those are our 19s that I have left over. Up to the $10,000, you can see it. You call here. Chris and myself explain to you exactly the program. We got a lot of different programs for a lot of different people. One of these programs are going to fit what you're trying to accomplish.
Now, Steve, before we let you wrap it up, here's the one thing I want to tell you. As Steve alluded to, he's very competitive. That means if he has a chance to get you down the road and help get a deal hung at the bank, he is going to absolutely do that, because when it comes to it, at the end of the day, Steve loves to do one thing, whether it's the Devon Nissan $5,000 stimulus package, whether it's making your payment until 2021, whether it's a $209 a month Rogue Sport or $239 a month Rogue S, or up to $10,000 off a new Nissan 2019. Steve, all those deals, what do you say to them?
Listen, all I've ever wanted, all I've ever done in the whole city of Philadelphia and the metro market, I'm the guy that's going to do what? Just do the deal.
And Steve, before we say goodbye, just take a moment, talk to the folks, and take us home from here.
Listen, we just had a 30-minute show. I want to end it with this. This is from my heart to your heart. Be safe. Make sure we're watching everything. And again, from my family to your family, may God bless.